Before Arrow forged a network of interconnected superhero TV shows showcasing DC characters, there existed Smallville. It aired from 2001 to 2011, boasting a multitude of supporting and guest characters. With a series spanning that duration, the roster of actors gracing its screens was destined to expand significantly. Regrettably, this also signifies that the roster of actors who have passed away since their appearance on the show will only grow as time progresses. Regardless of their role's magnitude, all 29 of these actors contributed to the longevity of this beloved series over its 10-year span. Lorena Gale. Lorena Gale portrayed Dr. Claire Foster in 2003 at the age of 45. Her stage performances in Lorraine Hansberry's Raisin in the Sun and Joseph A. Walker's River Niger earned her the Montreal Gazette Theatre Critics Award for Outstanding Performance in 1981. Her play Angelique, narrating the tale of executed slave Marie-Joseph Angelique, clinched the 1995 Du Maurier National Playwriting Competition in Canada. Gale also provided her voice for various animated projects such as RoboCop, Alpha Commando, The Bitsy Bears, Camp Candy, The Adventures of Corduroy, and Hurricanes. Gale's final silver screen appearance was as a librarian in Scooby-Doo, a film dedicated to her memory. Gale succumbed to throat cancer on June 21, 2009, at the age of 51. George Murdoch. George Murdoch portrayed Harry Bolston in 2001 at the age of 71. Murdoch was an original member of the Los Angeles-based Melrose Theater, featuring in Lester Sims Retires Tomorrow during its early 1980s off-Broadway run, while also appearing in productions at the South Coast Repertory, the Los Angeles Theater Center, and the Odyssey Theater. Among his most notable roles in film and television were Liltar Scanlon, the cynical and suspicious NYPD Internal Affairs Officer in Barney Miller, Dr. Salak in Battlestar Galactica TV series, God in Star Trek Phepps, The Final Frontier, Admiral Hansen in the Star Trek, The Next Generation episode, The Best of Both Worlds, and as Yuri Testikov in the Seinfeld episode, The Marine Biologist. Murdoch passed away from cancer on April 30, 2012, in Burbank, California, at the age of 81. Gordon Tootoosis. Gordon Tootoosis portrayed Joseph Willowbrook in 2002 at the age of 61. His debut acting role came in the movie Alien Thunder, 1974, alongside Chief Dan George and Donald Sutherland. He depicted Albert Golo in 52 installments of North of 60 during the 1990s. To British viewers, he is most recognized for his portrayal of the indigenous character Joe Saugus, who facilitated the acquisition of the Middlesbrough Transporter Bridge in Series 3 of Auf Wiedersehen. Pet, 2002, the year he made his appearance. Tootoosis took on the role of Gordon Winter at the Persephone Theater in Saskatoon and Prairie Scene in Ottawa, marking his first stage performance in 15 years. Tootoosis secured a Gemini Award for his contributions to the animated program Wapo's Bay, the series, and earned 2 nominations for his work on North of 60. Tootoosis passed away on July 5, 2011, at the age of 69, following hospitalization for pneumonia at St. Paul's Hospital in Saskatoon. Jackie Burroughs. Jackie Burroughs portrayed Cassandra Carver in 2001 at the age of 62. Upon her return to Canada, Burroughs ventured into live theater at Ontario's Stratford Festival and Shaw Festival, notably starring as Portia in The Merchant of Venice in 1976. She clinched the 1969 Canadian Film Award for Best Actress for her role in the TV film Dulcimer. In 1987, Burroughs took on the roles of producer, director, co-writer, and lead actress in A Winter Tan, a cinematic adaptation of the letters of Maris Holder, published in 1979 as Give Sorrow Words, Maris Holder's Letters from Mexico, later earning a Genie Award for Best Leading Actress. Throughout her career, Burroughs garnered 10 nominations and clinched 7, including 4 Gemini Awards and 2 Canadian Film Awards. She also earned 3 Genie Awards. Burroughs passed away at her residence in Toronto on September 22, 2010, at the age of 71, following a battle with stomach cancer. Donnelly Rhodes. Donnelly Rhodes portrayed Milash in 2008 at the age of 71. A significant portion of Rhodes's professional journey comprises guest appearances in American television. He featured twice on Laredo. In 1965, he assumed the character of Bob Jameson in Rendezvous at Arillo and took on a leading role in The Trap, an episode of the Alfred Hitchcock Hour. The subsequent year, Rhodes was enlisted for The Would-Be Gentleman of Laredo as Don Carlos. From 1998 to 2005, he embodied the character of Detective Leo Shannon on the esteemed CBC television series Da Vinci's Inquest. In February 2009, Rhodes was honored with the Sam Payne Award for Lifetime Achievement by the Union of British Columbia Performers. He lent his voice as the U.S. President at the outset of each installment of the CBC Radio 1 space opera Chach comedy series Canada 2056. Rhodes passed away from cancer at the Bailey House Hospice in Maple Ridge, British Columbia, at the age of 80. Carrie Fisher. Carrie Fisher portrayed Pauline Kahn in 2005 at the age of 49. Fisher inaugurated her cinematic journey in 1975 as the alluringly precocious character Lorna Karpf in the Columbia Pictures comedy Shampoo, filmed in mid-1974 when she was 17 years old. Lee Grant and Jack Warden assumed the roles of her parents in the film. Warren Beatty, Julie Christie, and Goldie Hawn also featured in the movie. Fisher made a cameo appearance as herself in the final episode of Series 1 of Urban Myths, 2017, although the episode was never aired due to objections by the Jackson family concerning Joseph Fiennes's portrayal of Michael Jackson in the segment. On the morning of December 27, 2016, after spending 4 days in intensive care, Fisher passed away at the UCLA Medical Center at the age of 60. Lee Thompson Young. Lee Thompson Young portrayed Victor Stone in 2006 at the age of 22. Young relocated to New York City in June 1996, but it wasn't until the following year that he tried out for the role of Jet Jackson in the famous Jet Jackson. He completed filming for the pilot and received news in June 1998 that the Disney Channel had greenlit the series. It later evolved into a Disney Channel original movie in June 2001. Young also starred in Johnny Tsunami, 1999, another Disney Channel original movie, as Sam Sterling. On August 19, 2013, Young failed to appear for filming of an episode of Rizzoli and Isles. Authorities were summoned to conduct a wellness check at his residence in Los Angeles, where he was discovered deceased. Young had been diagnosed with bipolar disorder, for which he had been prescribed medication and had been battling depression before his passing. Darren Shalavi. Darren Shalavi portrayed Bar Thug in 2009 at the age of 37. After relocating to Hong Kong in the mid-1990s to pursue a career in action cinema, Shalavi was spotted by renowned martial arts choreographer and filmmaker Yuen Wu Ping, who enlisted him to portray the antagonist opposite Jackie Wu in Tai Chi Boxer. At that time, Shalavi was employed as a nightclub doorman and as a security guard for visiting celebrities. Shalavi featured in the psychological thriller film Red Riding Hood and appeared as Kano in Mortal Kombat: Legacy. He portrayed Devon in the 2013 movie The Package alongside Dolph Lundgren and WWE Hall of Famer Stone Cold Steve Austin. On January 14, 2015, Shalavi passed away peacefully in his sleep at the age of 42 due to a heart attack induced by atherosclerosis. Corey Monteith. Corey Monteith portrayed Frat Cowboy in 2005 at the age of 23. Monteith initiated his acting career in Vancouver, British Columbia. He secured minor roles in Final Destination 3, Whisper, and Deck the Halls. He held a recurring role in Kyle XY and made guest appearances in television series such as Smallville, Supernatural, Flash Gordon, Stargate Atlantis, and Stargate SG-1. On July 20th, 2013, Ryan Murphy announced through various media channels that Monteith would receive a tribute in the third episode of Season 5, which also addressed the passing of his character, Finn Hudson. On July 13, 2013, Monteith was discovered deceased in his suite at the Fairmont Pacific Rim Hotel in Vancouver at the age of 31. The Vancouver Police Department indicated that the cause of death was not immediately evident, but ruled out any criminal activity. Steve Adams. Steve Adams portrayed military officer in 2011 at the age of 51. Born on September 4, 1960, in Hamilton, Ontario, Canada, Steve Adams was an actor and producer known for his roles in Confessions of a Dangerous Mind, 2002, Hollywoodland, 2006, and The Bone Collector, 1999. He passed away on January 23, 2012, in British Columbia, Canada. Alf Humphreys. Alf Humphreys portrayed Jim Gage in 2001 at the age of 48. Humphreys was a versatile actor who initially performed on stage with a troupe in North Bay, Ontario. His breakthrough role came as the Deputy Lester in First Blood, 1982, featuring Sylvester Stallone as Rambo. Among his other notable roles are Howard Landers in My Bloody Valentine, 1981, and William Drake in the blockbuster movie X2, 2003. He also appeared as Robert Jefferson in the film adaptation of Diary of a Wimpy Kid, a role he reprised in its sequels Diary of a Wimpy Kid, Roderick Rules, 2011, Diary of a Wimpy Kid, Dog Days, 2012, and the short film Diary of a Wimpy Kid, Class Clown, 2012. Humphreys passed away due to brain cancer on January 31, 2018, in Stratford, Ontario, Canada. Julian Sands. Julian Sands portrayed Jor-El in 2009 at the age of 51. Sands commenced his cinematic journey by taking on supporting roles in movies such as Oxford Blues, 1984, and The Killing Fields, 1984. He made a brief appearance as a Greek soldier in the BBC adaptation of The Box of Delights in 1984. Sands assumed the titular role in the horror flick Warlock, 1989, and its sequel Warlock: The Armageddon, 1993, portraying Franz Liszt in Impromptu, 1991, and featuring as Yves Cloquet in Naked Lunch, 1991. He also had prominent roles in Arachnophobia, 1990, Boxing Helena, 1993, Tale of a Vampire, 1992, and Leaving Las Vegas, 1995. On January 13, 2023, Sands, an avid mountain climber, embarked on a hiking trip in Mount San Antonio, California, situated in the San Gabriel Mountains northeast of Los Angeles. Later that evening, he was reported missing. On June 24th, hikers discovered human remains in the vicinity where Sands had vanished. These remains were positively identified as Sands's on June 27th. Subsequently, on July 24th, the cause of death was recorded as undetermined due to the condition of the body, which is typical in such cases. John Mann. John Mann portrayed Lachlan Luthor in 2003 at the age of 41. Mann served as the lead singer of the folk rock group Spirit of the West and was one of the founding members and co-writers of the band's music alongside his bandmate Jeffrey Kelly. Although Mann initially pursued theater studies at Studio 58 in Vancouver, he paused his acting aspirations upon joining Spirit of the West in 1983. However, he resumed his acting career in 1998 when a former high school companion, who worked as a talent agent, invited him to audition for the TV show Millennium. Mann made an appearance in the Millennium episode Via Dolorosa, which aired in May 1999. In 2009, Mann received a diagnosis of colorectal cancer, which he successfully battled and conquered by 2010, achieving full recovery by 2011. Rutger Hauer. Rutger Hauer portrayed Morgan Edge in 2003 when he was 59 years old. Hauer's acting journey commenced at the age of 11 when he assumed the role of Eurysakes in the theatrical production Ajax. Following his graduation from the Academy for Theatre and Dance, he ventured into stage acting with the Toneel group Noorder Compagnie. Hauer made his debut on screen in 1969 when he was cast by Paul Verhoeven as the lead character in the television series Floris, a Dutch medieval action drama. From 2013 to 2014, Hauer graced the screens as Niall Brigant in HBO's True Blood. In 2015, he starred as Raven in The Last Kingdom and portrayed Kingsley in Gallivant. Additionally, in 2016, he became a member of the film jury for Shortcuts Amsterdam, an annual film festival dedicated to promoting short films in Amsterdam. Hauer passed away on July 19, 2019, at his residence in Beetsterzwag following a brief illness. He was 75 years old. Nathaniel DeVoe. Nathaniel DeVoe portrayed Commander in 2005 at the age of 57. Born on January 13, 1948 in Poughkeepsie, New York, USA, DeVoe was an actor recognized for his roles in The Butterfly Effect, 2004, Get Carter, 2000, and The Core, 2003. He passed away on December 19, 2020 in Poughkeepsie, New York, USA. George Coe. George Coe assumed the role of William Clark in 2002 at the age of 73. His journey in Broadway theater commenced in 1957, featuring notable performances such as M. Lindsay Woolsey alongside Angela Lansbury in the original production of Mame. He also portrayed Owen O'Malley in On the 20th Century and originated the character of David in the original Broadway production of Company. In 1979, he appeared as the head of Dustin Hoffman's character's advertising firm in the Academy Award-winning Kramer vs. Kramer. Coe received an Academy Award nomination for the 1968 short film The Dove, a parody of Ingmar Bergman's films, which he also co-directed. Additionally, Coe depicted the role of Brigadier General Scott Watson in the 1986 film Remo Williams, The Adventure Begins. Coe passed away on July 18, 2015, at the age of 86, following an extended illness in Santa Monica, California. Richard Mall. Richard Mall portrayed Mr. Moore in 2002 at the age of 59. In the 1977 film Brigham, Mall, credited as Charles Mall, depicted Joseph Smith, the founder of the Latter-day Saint movement. Mall became known for frequently playing towering or formidable characters, attributed to his height and resonant voice. In 1979, Mall took on the role of Eugene, a mobster, in the television series Happy Days, appearing in the episode Fonzie's Funeral. He also lent his voice to the character Abomination in the 2005 video game Incredible Hulk: Ultimate Destruction. Additionally, in the 2010 video game Dante's Inferno, he provided the voice for Death, shared with D. Bradley Baker. And King Mall passed away at his residence in Big Bear Lake, California, on October 26, 2023, at the age of 80. Chris Gauthier. Chris Gauthier portrayed Toyman in 2004 at the age of 28. Born in Luton, England, Gauthier relocated with his family to Armstrong, British Columbia, Canada, at the age of 5. He received acting training at the Vernon School of Speech and Drama. Gauthier had a recurring role on the Sci-Fi Channel series Eureka as Vincent, the owner of Café Diem. While filming the final 10 episodes of Season 3 of Eureka, he also participated in the 2009 CBS mystery event Harper's Island, portraying the character Malcolm Ross, and in the film Freddy vs. Jason as Shaq. He engaged in confrontations with both Clark and Oliver while establishing Marionette Ventures. Gauthier passed away on February 23, 2024, at the age of 48. Richard Ferrasi. Richard Ferrasi portrayed the prison barber in 2004 at the age of 46. Born in Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada, Richard Ferrasi was an actor recognized for his roles in Time Cop, 1994, Walking Tall, 2004, and Hung Fan Kui, 1995. He passed away on August 14, 2015 in Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. Michael Kopsa. Michael Kopsa depicted Dean Winters in 2002 when he was 46 years old. Kopsa gained prominence for his portrayal of Char Aznable in the English version of Mobile Suit Gundam and as Commander Volcato Huey in Galaxy Angel. He also lent his voice to the character Beast in X-Men. Evolution and Roger Baxter in Littlest Pet Shop. Additionally, he made appearances on the sci-fi TV series Stargate SG-1, The X-Files, The Net, and The Outer Limits. In the fourth and fifth seasons of Fringe, he portrayed the recurring antagonist Captain Windmark, an observer. He was wedded to actress Lucia Frangione, with whom he had a daughter named Nora. On October 23, 2022, Kopsa passed away from complications related to a brain tumor at the age of 66. Kenneth Welsh. Kenneth Welsh portrayed Drunk Santa in 2005 when he was 63 years old. Welsh is recognized for his portrayals of historical figures such as Thomas E. Dewey, Colin Thatcher, Harry S. Truman, twice, Thomas Edison, James Scotty Reston, General Harry Crerar, and James Baker. He made guest appearances on the acclaimed TV series Due South and Slings and Arrows. His depiction of the Vice President of the United States in the 2004 environmental disaster film, The Day After Tomorrow, sparked some controversy due to his physical resemblance to Dick Cheney, the actual vice president at the time. Welsh passed away on May 5, 2022, at the age of 80 after battling cancer. Julian Christopher. Julian Christopher portrayed Dr. McIntyre in 2002 at the age of 58. He is renowned for his roles in various films and television series spanning from the 1970s to the present, including The Magician and the episode Code of Honor from Star Trek: The Next Generation. Besides his role in Star Trek: The Next Generation, his most notable appearances were in the films Cool Breeze, X-Men, The Last Stand, Elysium, and 88 Minutes. Christopher passed away on February 26, 2023, at the age of 78. Ross Douglas. Ross Douglas portrayed Skeets in 2011 at the age of 60. He was widely recognized for his voice work as Gene Bison in the Sly Cooper series, Daniel O'Connell in Master Keaton, and Kageyama in the Black Lagoon series. Douglas passed away on March 20, 2023, at 72 years old. William Samples. William Samples depicted Harry Hardwick in 2002 when he was 50 years old. Born on September 13, 1952, in Mumbai, Maharashtra, India, Samples was an actor known for his roles in The Big Year, 2011, Happy Gilmore, 1996, and Battlestar Galactica, 2004. He passed away on January 2, 2024, in Whitehorse, Yukon Territory, Canada. Ashley Massaro. Ashley Massaro portrayed Athena in 2007 at the age of 28. Massaro first learned about World Wrestling Entertainment's WWE 2005 Raw Diva search when she encountered a WWE casting director during a swimsuit pageant. After surpassing the other 7 selected finalists, Massaro was announced as the victor on the episode of Raw aired on Monday, August 15, 2005. On June 30, 2018, Massaro commenced employment as a radio DJ for Long Island station WWSK-FM, JA 94.3, The Shark, where she originally handled the Saturday segment from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. She passed away from suicide by hanging on May 16, 2019, in Smithtown, Long Island, New York, USA. Johnny Lewis. Johnny Lewis portrayed Gabriel Duncan in 2005 when he was 22 years old. Lewis started making television appearances in his late teens, with guest starring roles in Boston Public 2000, The Guardian 2001, and American Dreams 2002, among others. On September 26, 2012, at the age of 28, Lewis and his 81-year-old landlady, Catherine Davis, were both discovered deceased at Davis's residence within Lewis's apartment in Los Angeles, California. The post-mortem examination indicated he had experienced partial strangulation and had fingernail marks on his neck at the time of his death. There was no indication that Lewis had been coerced or that he leapt from the roof in an act of suicide. His demise was deemed accidental. Tom Heaton. Tom Heaton portrayed Dexter Dex McCallum in 2003 at the age of 63. Tom Heaton was born on October 13, 1940, in Bronx, New York, USA. He was an actor recognized for Slither, 2006, Reindeer Games, 2000, and Shanghai Noon, 2000. He passed away on January 1, 2018, in Gibsons, British Columbia, Canada. Margot Kidder. Margot Kidder depicted Bridget Crosby in 2004 when she was 56 years old. Her introduction to television occurred in an episode of Wojek aired on January 16, 1968. She made her debut in a 49-minute film titled The Best Damn Fiddler from Calabogie to Caladar, 1968, a drama set in a Canadian logging community, which was created by the Challenge for Change. In 2015, Kidder received an Emmy Award for Outstanding Performer in Children's Programming for her portrayal in R.L. Stine's The Haunting Hour. Kidder passed away on May 13, 2018, at her residence in Livingston, Montana, at the age of 69. Kidder's death was determined as a suicide by self-inflicted drug and alcohol overdose. Christopher Reeve. Christopher Reeve portrayed Dr. Virgil Swan in 2003 at the age of 51. In 1974, Reeve assumed the character of Ben Harper in Love of Life. Toward the end of 1975, Reeve tried out for the Broadway production A Matter of Gravity. Katharine Hepburn observed his audition and chose him to play her character's grandson in the play. With Hepburn's influence within the CBS network, Reeve managed to coordinate his schedules between the soap opera Love of Life and the play. In early October 2004, he underwent treatment for an infected pressure ulcer leading to sepsis, a complication he had faced numerous times previously. On October 9, 2004, Reeve attended his son Will's hockey game and experienced cardiac arrest after receiving antibiotic treatment for the infection. He slipped into a coma and was transported to Northern Westchester Hospital in Mount Kisco, New York. 18 hours later, on October 10, 2004, Reeve passed away at the age of 52. We've traversed the paths of the gifted actors from Smallville who have departed. It serves as a poignant reminder of time's passage and the influence these individuals wielded on the series and its supporters. Appreciate your presence on this voyage of contemplation and homage. Farewell, and until we meet again.